after I was a active addict for about 10 years, and it's like you say, when you're in that, it's like a closed loop, isn't it? Everything around you is using, everything is either drinking, or for me it was using drugs. All my friends were doing it constantly. It was just normal. It was normal to sniff ketamine for me on Monday morning. It was no, you know what I mean? Like, that's just standard. Everyone I know's doing it. So to then, all your memories are to do with it, all your thoughts are to do with it. So then when you try and actually transition from that world back to a sober life, you don't know what the hell recovery means. Do you know what I mean? But like, just to like, from using to not using, when everything that your mind's saying is just use, and to be able to make that transition. And after 27 years, I can't even imagine what that's like. How on earth did you do that?
And I'm not, it's going to sound weird, but it became easy for me, because I finally made that choice to get help. I finally wanted it. So the moment that I finally said, I need help and I accept the help, I was willing to do whatever it took to get better. I was willing to go to all the meetings. I was willing to do all the step work. I was willing to talk to my counselor, my psychologist, my psychiatrist. I was willing to get on my bipolar medicines and for them to actually work, because any other time I was on the medicines, I was drinking and drugging. So your medicine doesn't work when you're drinking or drugging. So I accepted everything. And I think by acceptance and allowing the change to come, it has made it easier for me. I was ready for a new life. I was ready to not wake up hungover. I was ready to not wake up not remembering saying nasty things to my family, my wife, my friends. I was ready to not steal and cheat and lie anymore. I'm 45, 27 years is 3/4 of my life, man. Like, I was only sober from the time I was born until I was 16. Past that, I've been drinking and drugging. So it has been the majority of my life. But being sober now, next week I have 10 months, and I can finally start to remember what it was like to love myself again and to enjoy waking up in the morning and enjoy, actually looking outside and seeing the sun and like just the tiny little things in life that I took for granted. I enjoy waking up not hungover and ready for the day, where before I would dread getting up and going to work. I would dread having to take a shower. I am so grateful to have a second chance in life. I was on the verge of killing myself, whether it be through suicide or drinking, because when I got to rehab, my liver was 4 times what it should have been. And they told me if I were going to continue to drink like that for the next 2 years, I would not have made to 48 to 50 years old. I would have died. So either way, I was going to die from my addiction. I have a second lease on life, and I'm not wasting it. I'm coming for everything that alcohol took from me and then some. And I'm not going to stop. And I'm the only one that can stop me, and even I can't stop me at this point. I don't want to stop. And I'm going to try to help as many people as possible, because I don't want people to think that they're suffering alone. The disease of addiction makes you feel alone, makes you feel like nobody understands how hard it is to be an addict. And nobody could possibly understand the pain, when it's furthest from the truth. We all understand what's going on. There's a lot of us that understand what's going on. And if more of us spoke about it, if more of us told our stories, the more people we could help and the more people we could possibly get into recovery. And isn't that what it's all about, is helping each other?